Hi,
Yes.
Boipelo. Thanks for coming on the show, dude. Really appreciate it. You look nice, by the way. I can see you wearing some House of Individualism earrings, right?
I tried. I have to just, market young.
Yeah. We're
Young
gonna get more
market.
into that. Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't make sense to say that you run a business making accessories and you don't wear the stuff that you make. So
Yeah. I was
yeah,
kind of
I
hoping
make
you'd
stuff
wear it.
that I can wear.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd wear it so I have something to like, open up with. So you just made life
Yes.
easier. But yeah,
Great.
dude. Thank you for your time. I never ever take this for granted. I know people are busy. We have our own lives, but and this is
Yeah.
for free, so I really appreciate
No,
it.
thanks for the invite. I think one of the things that happened this year is the act of giving and not expecting something in return. And I've seen with little things like celebrities encouraging young business owners to reach out to them so they can advertise. They're not getting paid for that.
Yeah.
Little fruits of acts of kindness are taking place. So I see this as an opportunity to also just educate and enlighten people. So why not?
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So yeah, Boipelo's okay. I'm not gonna say her age. Don't even go there. It's okay. But she graduated last year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay,
graduated.
this month in May. In
Oh
May,
yeah. But
the
you
7th of May.
yeah, and you
Yeah.
graduated in well information systems, or what's the proper way to
Yes.
say it? Is that the proper
It's
way to say it?
BCom Informatics / Information Systems. So it's just one word. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
some people are not used to the word informatics.
Yeah.
They're used to information systems, but it's one and the same thing.
Oh, okay, cool. Can you hear my
Yeah.
sister?
It's all good. It's all good.
Shit, man. She walked in my last interview, dude, and I had to like have a whole session where, because I don't want to edit her out, but she came, she said
Yes.
hi to the person I was interviewing. It was really cute.
Yes.
It was not cute. She was crying.
No, it's all good.
But
It's
it's
all
all
good.
good.
People need to understand that hey, we're in
Yeah,
quarantine and all that. So most of us
yeah.
at home, you know.
Oh, dude. But anyway, so we were,
Yeah.
you graduated information systems. Let's keep it at that. Is that like in like technology, one way or the other? Is it like into
Yes.
computers or?
Yeah, it's IT. So basically looking at information systems and looking at how can technology, work for business owners and how, in terms of using that to solve their problems. So therefore we look at how business is and then we look at how technology can resolve that. So that's the gist of informatics. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was challenging towards the end. When you reach the last lap of your journey of that race,
Yeah.
yay! That was I'm getting flashbacks, of last year. But God willing, we made it through, and yeah, I enjoyed it and I learned a lot.
So I
Yeah,
was watching an interview with Melinda Gates a couple of weeks ago, and I know
yeah,
you're speaking in the context of Americans, but I
yeah,
figured we might have the same problem. But she said something like, "There's not a lot of women in like IT, the
yeah.
technology type of sector." Is that true as well for South Africa?
I think so. We still have a long way to go into really accepting women or giving women opportunities rather in normally male-dominated industries. And when you look at STEM
Mm,
as in science, technology, engineering, and the M. I think it's mining, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what the M
I
stands
don't know.
for.
Yeah,
I forgot, but
yeah.
yeah, there's so much more that can be done. But I think also it's important that our parents also are open to the idea of children, whether female or male, getting into industries that they research and maybe they're not really used to. Like, for instance, with me, I said I'm going into informatics, and I'm glad that my parents were like, go with it. We see that you have an interest in technology, and
Yeah.
it also has a business element with it, and that's something you're interested in. So go for
Mm,
it. But I think it's really important also when career days happen for grade 12s or grade 11s, I think it's really key to also just explain to these high school learners rather, that there's so much that you can do. Don't focus on the typical streams that are out there. And there's nothing wrong if you want to be a doctor. It's all good. But there's so much more that you can explore. And then there are certain industries that are still developing, especially here in SA. And there's only a few people who are in it. So you find that you jump on it, you will be one of the people that actually gets good pay because you are in demand, you know.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I and the other thing I would like to say is that it's one thing I wanted to make sure when I got into university was studying something that is not has a dead end. I don't know, it has yeah, you know, because I realized that there were certain degrees that are now they're pointless, you know. And yeah, so studying those type of degrees because of technology and you know this digital era that we're in, some of these positions are just being more digitalized. So it was really important for me that once I graduate, let me still be employable and still be. I know that the circumstances with COVID, it affected a lot of us. I still feel I've gotten a degree that soon will unlock, opportunities. So yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So like you said, you really like enjoy like you like enjoy like PCs and stuff like that, but you don't build them like some other, because I know people.
You know what? As I explained what the degree is about finding technology, looking at technology and how it can work for a business. So for me, I like using technology to improve my daily life.
Okay.
So things like now in the business, I use social media as a platform to get the word out about, my products. In terms of marketing, I use platforms that enable me to create content, to post. You get what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of technology. There's certain things now, even with the business, where I realize that people would like to purchase, but not everybody holds cash. So there's new technologies where now there's card payments, there's EFTs and whatnot. So you need to embrace all these type of technologies so that your business or whatever that you do makes it less tedious or takes longer than what it should really take to complete that task. So yeah, that's why I like using technology, and I went into it. Yeah.
So you're the person that call if they like wanna, I don't know, they wanna find like a better technology to improve, I don't know, effectiveness in the office type of thing.
Okay, so with my degree, they taught us the whole cycle. So from being a business analyst, where you look at how the business is and why, the different components, and looking at, okay, these are the problems and this is what we need to resolve using technology. Secondly, we learned about now programming and creating databases. These are more like your technical stuff where you can create, you are in that element. And then the things where now we're in the reviewing stage, where now you are responsible for checking the maintenance as well as the performance, as well as auditing, right? Auditing that, meaning, now I'm putting the neck in there. Excuse me. I mean, auditing in the sense that you want to make sure that that system that you're implementing does what it's supposed to do, right? So that's the stream I'm into. I don't necessarily want to be part of that. I just want to make sure that, okay, this is the system or the technology that this company wants to utilize, and these are the results that they want to achieve utilizing this. So is it really giving what the results that are required? So that's where I'm at. Yeah. So
I hear you. Okay, I hear you now. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong again. So you obviously, I'm gonna get a bit personal, but like you're obviously working this year, and then COVID happened. Like I've heard that people were losing jobs and stuff, and I was like, okay. But now that I'm hearing that it actually happened to someone, I guess I know, which is you. It's giving me like like, okay, damn, this is real. And how did you handle that? Because I mean, it was the first year out of university, right? So you just like got it into the workforce.
I was happy that, oh my gosh, I'm one of the lucky few that gets into the workforce. Although it was like contract, and then they would see if they take us permanently. But still, I had the hopes of really proving myself that, you know what, I can do this job and I can do a good, deliver.
Yeah.
And then, in hopes that they will extend the contract. And then it didn't happen. And it came as a shock. You just used to getting that salary monthly, like, yes, I'm tired of it. Next thing is taken away. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But because the thing is, I figured after 3 weeks, everything's gonna get back to normal, and then it didn't get back to normal. So I had to get to a point where I'm like, okay, just to backtrack a bit. Last year was so tough for me that I couldn't do things that fulfilled me. I had to just focus on completing the year, and that's that.
Yeah.
And for me, before I left, I wanted to do so much more, and but I couldn't get that time. So I really wanted to work on my skill set, work on my business and whatnot, and I didn't get that. So I told myself 2020 is going to be that year, right? That I really put my all. I don't have assignments and exams or relating to school that are upcoming. Yeah. So when the lockdown happened, I then realized, you know what, remember that thing that you wanted to do, that goal that you wanted to pursue in terms of working on your skill set as well as improving all your business. Do that, because just sitting and thinking that, okay, a job is going to come through. Hey, if it comes through, great. But if it doesn't, it will find me still being busy trying to improve myself and trying to position myself in a better position, knowing that I'm growing myself, I'm bettering myself. And that's the most important thing for me, because I love to learn. I love to, explore. So I just want to make sure that I'm never stagnant and I don't know where I'm going. I hate the idea of just living like there's no purpose in your life. So it really helped me to remain sane in the difficulties that we were going through. But it's been I'm thankful for it, because really it took time. It made me take time to say, okay, who are you? What do you want? Life maybe might not take place the way you had anticipated, but what is it that you can do with your time? And I think that was the most amazing thing, because I got to realize that you've got so much more that you can explore. And even if I were to get a job, that's going to be a part of me. It's not going to be everything. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, because I've identified that there's so much more that I can offer, So yeah.
Sure, that's powerful, dude. So you're the type that feels bad if you don't work. Is that who you are?
Yes, because I feel like everybody has something to offer, and sometimes we look at social media and we're like, oh, maybe I should be an influencer. That's the in thing. No, it doesn't mean that just because a lot of people are doing something that you need to do it, but you need to figure out what are you good at, what are you not good at, and with what you're good at, what can you use it to open up new opportunities for yourself, So it just starts with you recognizing what you're good at, realizing your strengths, and wanting so much more for yourself. We live in a country now where the employment rate has now gone up to 30+%, and that's scary. And now for you to sit and be like, we'll wait, that's like, I feel like you're just wasting so much of your time just consuming, just consuming those thoughts of, oh, I should be employed. No, do something. And I've seen people do the most amazing things, and I'm like, whoa, why did I think of that? But it's not my why did I think of that? But I'm glad that people are taking a step to say that, you know what, these are the resources that I have, and I'm going to utilize them, and I'm going to make something out of it. And yeah,
sure. And so you were, dude. I'm an old dude. That's a. I feel motivated, bro. Now I feel bad because I was just sitting and for the first part of lockdown, I was just like, okay,
yeah,
I have nothing to do because I was also working, well, like part time. I was coaching and stuff, and then COVID happened.
Yeah,
can't play anymore. Well, the kids can't play, so I lost like a good salary.
Yeah.
I'm at home.
And it was good. That moment where you don't have to ask anything, like your parents, anything. You just I got it. So I can get anything I want,
Yeah. Oh, bruh.
So I was on that tip. Like I enjoyed the fact that I'm listening. I'm not trying to say that I'm a burden to our parents. We're not burdens, but they are our responsibilities.
I know
but
how you feel, dude.
The idea of just telling them, no, man, it's okay. Go spoil yourself.
Yeah. Dude, it feels so good.
It feels good. It feels good. Yeah. So, but I'm glad that I put my adult hat on, and with the salary that I had, I, were to get the small things, the things that I needed, especially for my place. So yeah, it was a grown person move, and I'm glad. Now I look back and I'm like, oh, that's good.
Oh, dude, this adult thing is not easy, dude. Like,
it's not. I saw a meme where it's like someone is eating there, and they're like, they take the first bite, and they're like, I'm like, that was my first, reaction to adulthood. I'm like, oh, this is too much. And the thing is, with my parents, they cut me off in a way, but it was necessary. It was bound to happen. They were like, oh, you can pay your rent, you can buy your food, you can buy electricity, transport, everything. I'm like, oh, guys, so like nothing. Like, can sometimes you wish like you can yeah, but things will change. To be honest, I must admit, I was negative. Like, I recently, went to fetch my degree, and I was walking back, and I was so mad. I was like, this degree doesn't come with a job. Oh, like, I need to go out and fight to, not really fight, but like go out and really work hard to get a job. And it's sad, man. Like, you work. Some people take like 7 years or 5 years, depending on the degree period. But and you invest so much time and money.
Yeah.
You and I both know that it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you end up being like, oh my gosh, I wish it came with a job. And and I guess I just had to just take a moment and realize that, what, you were able to get this degree. A lot of people want to study, and a lot of people want to be educated, and are not afforded that opportunity. So I'm thankful in that regard. And I realized that I need to just do a mind switch to say, what, appreciate what you have. And if you don't have something, just understand that in due time it will take place. So yeah.
Sure. You see, so it's the stuff we need to hear, dude, because we see people and we think, dude, this person has everything on lock, but we all have those moments where we doubt and stuff like that. Because I was just like, okay, what am I gonna do, dude? Because all I have to do now is study. And
yes. I think a lot of the times we paint a picture that things all sorted, and I mean, I yes, I've got my degree, I have a business and all that, but it's not always easy. I go through most challenges, or thoughts of feeling like, oh, I've not made it yet, like most people do. Or when you go on social media and you're like, oh, this person is my age and they're doing this and this and this and that.
Dude.
I'm wasting my life, man. Like,
those are the worst.
Those are the
worst, dude.
Those are the worst. But it's gotten to a point where I understand. Someone who posted was like, listen, it's okay to be patient. This is your own journey. Don't let anyone make you feel like you are not doing anything, unless you're deliberately just sitting and doing nothing. Then that's the problem. I'm sorry. you know.
Yeah.
But you are grinding like you now. 2 years, 5 years, we don't know from now. Something is gonna come out of what you're doing right now, you know. And as long as you're consistent and you're passionate about it, it will come up, you know. So we should not be too hard on ourselves.
Yeah. I hope I have a studio one day, and then you can come again.
Yes.
You can come again.
Look back like, yes. Remember that time? Eh? There were fridges, there were cupboards in the background.
Lighting was bad. You know,
lighting, things will definitely work out. I believe in the power of, you know, affirming yourself, saying affirmations. And I was talking to someone. Yeah, manifestations, yes. And I was just noting down certain things that I want to take place. And I say them every morning. I'm like, this is going to take place. This is going to take place. And it's just changing that mind shift and making that mind shift rather. And things will happen.
And now in your business, because now you have, you call it House of Individualism. It's a jewelry
House of Individualism. Yes. Yeah. So it's I now shy away from using it's a jewelry business because we make accessories, and now we're in a position where we want to make accessories. Accessories meaning things that you put on, like belts, like bags, like, you know, headwear, you know. So there's so much that we're going to explore that I don't want to, like, you know, box ourselves. Hence why we even choose the name to saying that it's House of Individualism. One day we'll just fire in your face and you'll be surprised. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So someday it will be like homeware, you know, in terms of like decorative stuff. There's so much more that we can do. So that's why we realized that we shouldn't just box ourselves. And so it's an accessories brand. Let me just say that. Yeah.
Imagine walking into, I don't know, like House and Home, and then I see House of Individualism.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, whoa, this is so
you
cool.
Know, it's coming. I think, you know, it's scary when you start something and then you are forced to now start dreaming. And dreaming sometimes is scary because you're like, is it going to be possible? Do I have the resources? Is it, you know? Yeah. So you have all these like questions in your mind, but I've gotten to a point where I'm like, you only have one life. You only have one life to really explore and learn. And if something doesn't go accordingly, it's fine. I don't believe in failure. I believe that it's a lesson. I believe that you needed to acquire that lesson so that you can do better next time, you know? So So that's the journey that we're on. That's the journey that we're on. Yeah.
That's cool, dude. I went on your page and I saw you even have like chains, dude, and I'm trying to get into chains, bro. So I don't know, what is it called? I don't know if it's a necklace for guys as well.
No. It's unisex. Okay, so let me just give backstory on how I started and why the business is the way it is right now. So I started off it started off in grade 9. Yeah, because it was in arts and culture. I know. So it was in arts and culture, right? Yeah. We were supposed to make an accessory, not really an accessory, but a gift, and we were going to be graded for it, right? Yeah. So I decided to make a hand accessory with beads, made out of beads and wire. So I did that. I got full marks, and after class, people are like, "What did you make? What did you make? Why did you get full marks?" So I'm like, "Okay, this is what I created." So I then went back home, and I'm like, "Mara, there's something, you know, there's something to this thing that I just made." So then I went on the internet. I'm like, what can I make? I really loved dressing up and accessorizing, right? So I went on the internet and then I researched. And then by that time, there were things called body chains. I don't know if you're aware of what body chains are. They're like chains that go, like, it's you must just Google afterwards, ne? You must Google.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was accessories way, and so I researched and I realized that body chains were coming up, and where I stay, where my parents are situated, they're situated in Klerksdorp West, but our family is in Pretoria. So they in Klerksdorp, there weren't a lot of, like, there wasn't anyone like making, or stores were not providing body chains, right? So I'm like, this is an opportunity, I can make these accessories and introduce it, start a young trend, man. So obviously when you start, sorry?
At
Yes,
grade 10.
now we're in grade 10 now. Now we're in grade 10. So, so then I write down a proposal. So I then wrote a proposal. I'm like, parents, I would like to do this. And can you guys help me out with startup capital and whatnot? I got places, I researched places where I can get these material, what I can create. I did a whole PowerPoint situation. Fine. My parents are like, cool. We go. We get the material. And yeah, the first couple of months was rocky because I was like, yo, what am I doing? So only in July 2014, that's when my designs were finalized. But as I've mentioned, it was because of the me realizing arts and culture that there's something, with making things that I have within me. And also I was bored during holidays. I'm like, I need something to occupy like my time with, So that happened. I made body chains. Fast forward, then I realized that, I don't want, then, when people now look at, okay, this is what people are into, and in other areas, then obviously these big stores now start introducing body chains, and you're like, I'm not only one now. I'm not the only one. So then I had to make a decision now to stop, because now our prices, you find that at certain shops they will find it less than what I charge, and I'm still studying art, so I didn't really know. So I felt like, what, let me think of making other things. I can't make body chains forever, and I really want to make accessories, everyday accessories, because there were times where I didn't feel like wearing a body chain. I just wanted to wear a basic outfit like this and just wear something that I made. Then I got into making earrings and neck chokers, and as well as anklets, right? And the one thing that really makes us as a business, stand out is that we wanted to make sure that the fit of our items is proper, because a lot of the times you go into the store, you purchase something and it's not the right fit, and it's already like standard made, So for us it was, let's make things that are the right fit. People of all ranges can still feel like they can, get something. It's not like, because I'm this size, I can't get a particular anklet or necklace that fits me, So that was number one. So provide things that are well made and fit people, as well as they are unique. So as much as I was making earrings and chokers and people can get them in stores, but the most important thing was that making use of unconventional material. And if you scroll down my page, you'll see that some of the items are made out of things that you wouldn't think of. Like for one of our collections, we used safety pins and made earrings out of it. Like, who does that? But anyways, we do.
That's cool, dude. That's innovation right there.
Yeah. So hence what I'm saying, that we ended up like, also utilizing these unconventional materials and making accessories out of them, wearable accessories. Then I realized that guys also like accessorizing. I'm now in university first year, and I realized guys also like accessorizing, but there are not a lot of outlets that are there that can provide unique items. And being in a university environment, you want to be cool. You don't want to be wearing something that John next door will be wearing, you don't want that. But a lot of the time I realized that these people want unique items, things that people would ask them, where did you get that? They want to buy, so I realized that, I also want to involve male accessories into the brand. So now, fast forward until now, we now are male and female accessories brand. And so that's the journey of how it came about. It's been a 6-year journey. Yeah.
Yo,
Talk about
big.
being patient. Talk about being patient and just working through, you know, the challenges that you may have. I didn't put pressure on myself. I've changed the name 3 times.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
changed I've changed the packaging 1,000 times
yeah,
because it was, you know, it was a trial and error period. And I'm glad I did that. And I'm glad that I also, through high school, through university, I was able to juggle my academics as well as, you know, pursue this. And my biggest worry about graduating was that, oh my gosh, all the clientele that I've established in university, it's gone. It's
on.
gone, 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 gone. And fortunately, you know, when you provide something that is unique, as well as how you treat people, customer
Yes,
service is important.
yes,
Those are two powerful things, guys. Those are two powerful things. And that's why now I can tell you that I've got orders. I've got literally orders stacked up like right now
yeah,
about to go out, you know. So yeah, so now it's not a worry. I'm just like, okay, y'all sticking around, thank you, appreciate
yeah,
it. We'll carry on. So yeah, so the business is male and female. So there's chains, there's earrings, there's beadwork, and there's other things coming through. As I've mentioned, we on accessories brand. So there's other items coming through, and yeah, people just need to
yeah.
look out for that.